Hey guys, it's Kiwi. Welcome back, and today I'm finally going to show you guys how to make a little mono doll. It's going to be a little bit different than how I made my big one, but I wanted to make it just a little bit more simple and easier to do for you guys. Alright, so first off, I'm going to go and show you the materials, which we need some wire and some clay. But yeah, so first I go by taking my wire and forming the body. So this is kind of going to act as its skeleton, and so it can be movable and posable. So right now I just bent it to where the legs are going to be. Then I cut it to the size that I want. Since this is so small, I'm only using one thing of wire, but you feel free to add more if you want it to be a bit more sturdy. So yeah, there are the hips. I then go and bend the arms. I made this all in one piece. And then we're just gonna go in and add some clay to keep it all in place. You can also use wire to put it in place, but for today's video I chose clay because it's a lot easier. Since this is tiny, if you're gonna do this, you want to make sure that it can fit in your oven if you're gonna do how I'm doing it with the clay. Also, just so you guys know, this is very different than how I make my big monos. This is just a simplified version because, for one, it's so tiny, and two, because I want to make it a little bit easier for you guys, and for the video's sake, because this video is already quite long. I just wanted to show the entire process because a lot of videos take out a lot, and I wanted this to be like a really in-depth tutorial, just showing it start to finish how I exactly made it. Just so you guys can also get an idea how long it takes. So yeah, there we go. I'm pretty happy with that. So we're gonna go in, and this is optional, but I use foil. It kind of helps save you some clay, and also it helps it be a bit more sturdy. So I take the foil and I form it into the foot and a little bit of the leg. I also do that for the other foot as well. There we go, and now we can finally get to using clay. You can use any kind of tool for clay, but I just use my fingers for the most part. Alright, and now we're going to start on the other foot. Also, I have a lot of mini hairs in the clay, but that's because, don't worry, it's not like pet hair, it's actually the hair that I use for the dolls. I just have been putting it on my other dolls, like the mini ones that I sold, and I have tons of the hair on my table, and so now it's like getting into my clay and it's kind of frustrating. Alright, there we go. Now we can finally move on to making the feet. So you just, I'm using an X-Acto knife and I'm just cutting some little toes. And don't worry, that's not rust on there, it's paint that's on the X-Acto knife. And I messed up the first time because sometimes it's a little hard to get them even, but I do it a second time and it works out pretty good, I think. I just separate them a little bit more. Also, just a disclaimer, I'm not the best at clay. I'm still learning and it's really fun. I just want to get better at making clay, so I'm gonna make as many as I can. Alright, for the toenails, I just use my X-Acto knife to make little indents. This is optional, but I just like adding it. It's very a little nerve-wracking because it's so tiny. Ta-da! Okay, now we're gonna do the same for the hands. I'm just gonna add some foil to help me have a base and also save just a teeny bit of clay. Honestly, it helps a lot because the doll won't be so heavy. Okay, on to the hands. We could finally use some clay. Now you could do it like how I did the feet, where I just used an X-Acto knife to cut the fingers, but I tried that and for me it just doesn't look as natural for some reason, so I'm gonna do it just a little bit different. Also, if you guys enjoy these tutorials, please give it a like. It really helps me and it tells me to make more tutorials. I'm thinking of doing a 6th tutorial soon. She's a work in progress, but as we speak, I am almost done with her, so expect a video of her very soon. So I added a thumb, and now I'm just gonna roll out some clay to make the fingers. This is a bit more risky because then the fingers are a lot more fragile because they're separated, but I just prefer the way it looks. There we go, now we're doing the other finger. Just roll that out. Also guys, if you want me to make any other game character come to life, please tell me down below because I think it would be really cool if I make other characters. Alright, and the fingers are almost done. The hand is almost done. It's looking good so far. Also, if you guys actually do make these, please show it to me either on my Twitter or Instagram. The links will be down below. Also, this is part 1, so I'll be having the other parts, they'll be up sometime in the near future. There we go, there's the hand. It's pretty much done. I make it go up just a little bit to the wrist so that you don't see it when we add the clothes. But yeah, there we go, there's the hand. I then curl it because I want him to be able to hold a little flashlight. So just like put a paintbrush or something, or even just your finger and bend the hands over it, or fingers over yours, and then it'll be a bit rounded. And they can hold on to stuff. Also, sorry if my audio is really quiet. It's actually almost 1 AM and I'm recording because it's the only time it will be really quiet in my house. So I hope this audio turns out alright. Yeah, I'm just patting that hand. This clay is really squishy and it's a little hard to work with because it's so soft that I tend to mess up. Alright, on to the next hand. I'll stop narrating for now because it's basically the same step. Alright, the hands are done. Now I chose to make one curved just so it could hold onto a flashlight, but the other ones I just wanted it to be relaxed. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied how they turned out, so we're gonna just apply it back onto the body. Be very careful because it might mess up the other parts if you did not cook them. Also, this is not air dry clay, you have to bake it. You can use air dry clay if you would like, but I'm just very impatient, so I like to just cook it. Alright, make sure to read the directions on yours, it's going to be different for each one. Mine was 275 for around like 10 minutes to 15 minutes. But yeah, there we go, and now he's all cooked. Be careful because it's going to be very hot, especially the wire. Alright, so now onto the head. So once again, I use foil because it'll help with the body and not being so heavy, especially the head. It'll be too top heavy if you don't do this. So I take some foil and I crush it up into a ball. Just stick it on the body to see if it fits. I think that is right about the size I want. Also be careful when you cook the body, the hands may flatten or curl more. Depends how you put the body in the oven because mine changed a bit. Alright, so I just put some clay onto the ball. Also, I did not have a tripod when I filmed this, so I was doing this with one hand. There we go, I must have set it on like a cup or something. I just recently got a new tripod, so hopefully my videos will be better quality next time. Right now I'm just filming this on my computer desk, so the lighting's not the best. Alright, I'm gonna add some more clay for the chin of little Mono. Now I have to say, it's not the best Mono face I made. It's really hard for me to make the best things while recording because I have a big camera right in front of me, so it kind of prohibits me to like do my best. So I'm sorry if the face doesn't look exactly like Mono in the game. But yeah, just recently, actually, Little Nightmares on Twitter posted a picture cooking with Mono, and he actually doesn't have black eyes, and a lot of people were saying that he has black eyes, which I understand. A lot of the in-game photos appear to be black, but some of the recent photos of Mono actually don't have black eyes, so I guess it's just up to you and your preference of what you like. But yeah, tell me what you guys think, what eye color Mono's eye should be, or is. But yeah, as you can see, I used a special tool for clay. It's like a silicone or a very soft material. It helps me sculpt the eyes. So for the other eye, just as I did that one, I just roll out a piece of clay. I put it over like an eyeball like that. Then I use my tool to squeeze it down onto the skin. It's a pretty simple process for making eyes. Just making it even is a little bit difficult. You can use your fingers, but I just really think these tools help a lot with making it like really neat. As you can see, it kind of makes a mess, so I have to fix all the extra. I just smooth over it with my fingers. It takes just a little bit to smooth it out. If you guys have any suggestions of what clay I should use, I'm all ears, because this Sculpey is very nice to work with, but it's so soft that sometimes it's like too soft, where if I touch it, it might mess it up. Onto the lips. This one was a bit tricky because I have trouble making lips when it's really tiny, so I'm sorry. It's not my best work. So yeah, just add 2 lines of clay and just keep on squishing the edges so that it kind of smooths into the face, like I'm doing now with my tool. Lips are pretty tricky and I'm still new to this, but I hope I can get better. It's so bad. Don't worry, I promise it gets better. We're almost there, guys. We're almost done with this part. I then start on the nose. I just add another piece of clay and I just sculpt it with that little molding tool. Also, I will be selling more of these mono dolls very soon. Right now I'm working on a commission for my friend, and then I'll get back at making mini ones and maybe even sell some mini 6s, so keep on a lookout for that. And I'm really hoping that I can make some cute skit videos with my mono and 6 doll. I'm sorry if my videos don't come out as fast enough. I'm trying my best. And I'm redoing the lips because I was not satisfied with it. I don't know why I was having such a hard time. I then add some more because I felt like his head was a little bit too small. So I added some for the forehead, so it's a bit bigger. I then go in with my tool again just to smooth it out. It helps a lot, so I really encourage you to buy some if you're going to be sculpting a lot. And that concludes the first part of my tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be making more parts of this tutorial. Please like this and share it with your friends, because if this gets enough likes and enough views, then I'll make the rest of the tutorial. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!